Okay, welcome back to another edition of Christian Codes where I code every day until I become a web developer. So today was kind of a busy day for me. I had an interview. See, glasses on, glasses off, glasses on. I had an interview with the police department in my city. It was a very quick interview. It was the quickest interview I've had. I actually enjoy interviews because I get to kind of showcase who I am and what I am and my thought process. And some people find that very delightful. Some people find it off putting, whatever. I'm just going to be myself regardless. So I think it went well. Today, I think yesterday I said that today I was going to work some more on um, the, let's see, the front end mentor challenge. And I did work on it some. After that interview, I took because I think I had been stressing about that interview for weeks. And like after that interview, I slept. I slept. So the only thing I got done was I I think last time we implemented the form validation, but this time, so when you press this, it turns red. I think I should make that a little bit thicker. I don't like how, let's see. Oop, hold on. Oh, that's better. Why don't we change the color too? Why don't we take this, Control C, put this right here, and let's make it a little bit. Okay. Okay. So that looks a little bit better to me. Okay, so we did enter form validation, so we can't just enter any old thing and it'll be okay. We just can't enter Gmail at Gmail and it'll be, now we have to do .com. And so I also added this hover effect. And now when I click this, I'll go to the script. So I created the hover effect. Let's go into the hover effect really fast. Cart left button. So, man, it's always these little things that, oh, hold on, let me move the face out of the way. Oh my goodness. How we gonna talk if my face is always in the way? Get my face out the way. All right. I'm gonna put it right here. Right here. Can I put it right? I don't know where to put me, y'all. I'm gonna just put me somewhere. All right. So I'm really thankful that they have tools online to where you can make box shadows and linear gradients, because I really did not want to do all that myself. But what I did learn is how you can make different stops, like in Photoshop, where you have a gradient in Photoshop and you have the stops. Let's see, can we type in Photoshop gradient stops? And yeah, you see, like, see if we can go to this website, if it'll load. Okay, like open image in new tab. Okay, so you see right here, it has, that's interesting, it's similar colors. All right, so you see how it has stops. Like, I guess this goes from 0 to 50%, and this goes to 100% or whatever, 50 to 100. Well, you can kind of do that in these. It's similar. And you really don't have to have this many. I was going through a lot of trial and error because I was, man, hold on, let me show y'all a CSS meme. CSS meme, Peter Griffin. Okay, yes, here it is. This is what CSS feels like. Like, oh my God. This this is a result of doing this. It's like, what the hell? What the hell? Oop. Oh, can't get political. Okay. So, anyway, so we have these stops, and it has stops. You can do a linear gradient on the background image, and it has these, it's just similar. So I added a gradient and went from here to here, but then there was a problem, and I couldn't understand why there was a problem. And through searching on the internet, I was doing so many different things. Now, I don't know if y'all can see this. I don't know if y'all can see this, man. Did you see right here how it has that little line? I don't know if y'all can see it, but my God, I was trying everything to get rid of this little line. And then I found out that it was just this 1 pixel solid transparent thing that I put on it, and it completely went away. I don't know why. I don't know why that did that, but whatever. We're moving on with our lives. I know now not to do it again. Added a drop shadow. That was, a similar gradient. I think, what did I do? Oh, yeah. I was kind of confused because in the mockup, I couldn't tell that, the opacity or the alpha was down all the way like that. So I created the card left button. Then when you click it, let's go to the JavaScript. So when you click that button, and the email is correct, it'll do form.classlist.remove error. Form.classlist.remove error. If it had an error on it, card container.classlist.add no display. So it adds a no display to the other one that we had up. So it adds no display to this. Right? So it adds no display to this. And then it removes no display from this. So this card is this success. Where is it? This success container. So all of this is on the display none, or let me see what it is. No display. Yeah, display none. So again, when it comes in, when you start the page, the page loads. It loads with this, and then the other element has no display. You click that, it has display on it. You can dismiss the message, and I'll show that in the script. So we got the dismiss button. Where's that? Yeah. So we got the const dismiss button. I need to remember to remove these console.logs. Actually, I'm gonna just think. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep these. I need these for something. So we have the dismiss button that I got from we grabbed the success container. This is the, hold on. Yeah. Dismiss button, success container, submit, form, card container. Okay, there we go. So anyway, so we enter the email, we do this. We click this dismiss button. We got the dismiss button, put it in a variable. When we click it, it removes the default behavior, which would reload all of this. It lets me know by printing this to the console. And then we have success container.classlist.add no display. So we add a no display to this, and then we remove no display from this, so this shows. That's what I completed for today. Wasn't a lot, but I did it. One thing I want to work on is hyperfixating on little bitty things. Like, for example, this shouldn't have taken as long as it did, but I was hyperfixating on stuff. Like, I was just like, oh, I need to get this pixel perfect, even though I need to get it as close to the image as possible. A part of me feels like that's a good thing, that I want to do it right, and another part of me feels like it's a bad thing. But in doing that, I'm learning all of these new and interesting things. Like, if I didn't go through all that, I would have never learned about this right here, or the drop shadow, where this is the vertical of the drop shadow and this is the blur, you know, because it was something I really never focused on. I would just copy it from like one of those CSS websites. What else did I learn? Input.hover. Like before, I wasn't doing stuff like this. This is not today, but this is the other day, where you, if an element has a class on it, then it can affect this element that's within this element. Like, I wasn't doing this before the other day when I was doing some trial and error stuff, and I learned that, hey, oh, I could do that. I don't know why I wasn't using it before. I'm pretty sure I learned it in one of my other CSS courses, but I just wasn't paying attention. So being hyper fixated, and I began to Google things and search for things and looking around and learning things. Like, for example, I learned that the SVG, oh, hold on. I learned a new tag today called the object tab. I had no idea about this. I was trying to look up a way to, because when you put an SVG in an image tag, you can't make the SVG a block or something like that. You can't edit the SVG directly, or with JavaScript, or with the object tag, it's like a middle way between not being able to and being able to. And so I guess when this, so if I put a dot right here, I think, and I do this, it'll say not supported right there. So that's a cool little thing that I learned. What else did I learn? Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to make a variable that grabs this, because this is where the email is supposed to go. So why don't I just do that on screen right now? So the idea is that when we enter the email right here, it is placed right here. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is a span within the success container. This is a success container. This is a span. So what I'm going to do is grab, I'm going to say const email span, or why don't I call it the success span, something like that. And then we're going to say success container dot query selector, and then we're just going to do span, and then we're going to log that success span to the console. Yep. So now we got that. So now what I want is, when we submit, let's place this in a variable. Let's create a variable called let's say let user email, and we're just going to put it right there, not going to declare anything. And so what I'm going to do, so right here, if the validate email input.value is true, then I'm going to say user email equals email input.value. All right. And so now I want to take this value and place it in the span, which is the success. Where did I put it? Success span. So I'm going to come over here, user email, or could I just say, I don't even have to do that. I could have just, well, we're here now. I'm just going to say success span dot, can I do text content equals user email? Can I do that? Let's see. Oh, and it worked. And it worked. So if I do this, what if I do Chris at chris.com? Will it change it? and it does. So that's done. What else can we do? I'll do the mobile tomorrow because I already know the mobile's gonna drive me crazy. Let's see what the mobile looks like. Yep. So with the mobile, yeah, I already know. So what's gonna happen? So I'm assuming this is at 375 pixels. Product discovery and building, what matters, email address. So it's just the same thing, just moving the stuff around. So it shouldn't be hard. The only thing that's changing is this right here. Let me see. Is this in a grid or success container? Card container. So card container. Card container is display flex. So it should be a flex of row, and then I'll just change it to a display of display of column. And we'll go from there. Okay, another thing. So for tonight, going into tomorrow morning, I plan on finishing this. And because I need to hurry up and finish this, and I need to move on to more Jonas's JavaScript stuff, which I'm going to study tonight. And then I want to make my GitHub. I already pushed the GitHub today. I need to make my GitHub look a lot better. And I need to be a lot more consistent with all of this. See, there was a whole week I didn't post. Sometimes I have sad weeks, and I want to get out of that. I want to push past my sad weeks or my sad times where, I'm just down. I think there was I was in a middle space between trying to find, trying to find jobs and looking for stuff, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do, or I was just waiting on some callbacks for certain jobs and stuff. So that happened. Now, yeah, I want to be more consistent. I want all these to be green and shiny. I know that's hopefully that's realistic for me. I want it to be realistic. Another thing, what was I talking about? Another thing I want to do is I want to update this profile. So I went to this guy's GitHub. Well, I was in the boot.dev Discord, and one of the guys there, I'm gonna flash him on the screen. I'm following him. This guy right here, cool tats and everything. He has this cool. Immediately, as soon as I saw this, I was like, MySpace. It brought me to MySpace vibes. But then we all were happy that we were all over 30, so we remember, this feeling. And he has all of this stuff and that stuff and that stuff and that stuff, and this is really cool. There's some really nice guys in boot.dev Discord. I'm doing front end. I don't even know why I'm in that server because that's a back end server. They're strictly focused on back end, but I like going in there. All the guys are really cool. And they do give a lot of feedback on a lot of positive energy when it comes to me doing my front end stuff. Like today, someone asked me, "Did you code all of this? How long have you been doing?" I was like, "Yeah, I did. I did all that. That was all me." All right. So back to Forest Night. So the cool thing about Forest Night is that these are dynamic. All of this is dynamic. So I think that would be really nice if I could have the same thing where my YouTube videos are uploaded to my GitHub and people can constantly see that I'm working and doing this and doing that. And then I think if you press subscribe for more, it leads to his. It probably, if I unsubscribe, let's unsubscribe, go here. Oh crap, I messed up. Okay, so we're gonna go to Forest. Hold on. Forest Night I think if I go to subscribe for more, yeah, it brings up the subscribe button. Yay! And I like this little stuff. So I'm gonna not yoink, but I'm gonna get a few GitHub profiles together, see what I like and see what I don't like, and kind of do my own thing and go from there. But I like this section right here where he has his YouTube videos, and they have rounded edges. Hold on. They have rounded, it's rounded up here, but not at the bottom. That's interesting. Those are the only elements that are like that. This isn't like that. These are just straight. Then he has badges and stuff. YOLO. What is this one? Contributed code to 0 repositories. Arctic Code Vault contributor. Okay. Created a repository that has many stars. What is this? Oh, the open source computer science degree. Oh, this is interesting. I am going to start this. Oh, did he take this out? Okay, well, anyway. The point that I'm trying to make is that I need to do some of this stuff. I need to make some of my stuff look pretty. Like this. Who is he following? Oh, yeah, that's the guy who, isn't he like an interviewer or something? I could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know. Playing them. Let's see. George Hotz. This is a cool picture. This is a really cool picture. That's a dangerous photo, young man. We will commoditize the petaflop. Oh my, look at this. My God. Look at this right here. Beautiful, gorgeous. Week off. Because he has some sense about him. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm trying to be this consistent. This guy's very consistent. What is this? GeoHot? What's an Axel Nix? Interesting. He has a startup, comma AI. What does that do? If it switches lanes, that would be crazy. How is this? Please switch lanes. I would be very impressed if you switch lanes. How does this work? Is it something that you... Hold on. What is OpenPilot? Comma OpenPilot is an open source driver assistance system currently performs the functions of adaptive cruise control and automated lane centering. Okay, so Okay, so I didn't know this. So there's existing hardware in modern cars that allow for, okay. What cars are, there's a car called Comma. Hold up. What? Durango, Chrysler, Chevrolet. Interesting. I like, you could tell the guy who made this website was the same, was the GitHub that I just saw. He loves like having this clear like white space, but this is really nice. As soon as you come to the page, I'm seeing exactly what it is. I'm wondering, when would I use this? Like, is it on a long trip? Like, if I want to stay in the same lane all the way there? Like, if I was going to Houston from where I am? Huh. Interesting. Let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, let's go back to his website. My other, what is this? Tiny box. We sold a computer called the Tiny Box. It comes in red, green, and pro. Red. Hold up, what? Okay. Oh, okay. Interesting. This dude is very the dude. So let's go ahead and follow him. And he's been coding. Oh, he's been working on this for years. The power of working on stuff for years. Anyway, I'm done being nosy. I'm going to study. I'm going to study. I'm going to study. All right. I will catch y'all later. And hopefully this will be finished. I'll show y'all the mobile version. And I will start, let's see, my learning paths. So after I finish this one, I guess I'll start learning some JSON stuff, which will be pretty interesting. Either way, bye everyone. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.